episode 353 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering. Whether you're sitting at home playing Arena or you're heading out to your local game store for some FNM, we're here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And on today's show, we are joined by two very special guests who we will get to in a moment, but I'm going to keep you all in anticipation until
suspense.
We reveal them, unless you're watching the video version of this, in which case you already know.
That's right.
And then one of them is laughing. Two of them are laughing.
If you're only listening, I want you to have a guess by the end of this of who it is, only based on laughter.
Only based on laughter. You cannot cheat. You absolutely cannot cheat. Hey, you two, shut it down.
Too many clues.
But yeah, we're going to have a really fun episode with our special guests. We're going to answer some fun questions that have been sent in by you out there in listener land. Talk about some hot goss in the magic field. Play some flavor text theater. It's a party episode.
All of those things are going to happen, but after we thank our sponsors of the show.
Yes.
First and foremost is you, the listeners. If you are a patron over of the show, if you're a patron over of the show, then thank you so much.
You can become a patron at patreon.com/GLHF Magic. For any dollar amount, you become a patron of ours, and we send you thank you gifts. You get access to our Discord server and our never-ending love and affection.
That's right, including this week, we are having our October stream, which means you can come and hang out. It's a patrons-only stream, and you can challenge us. So we'll be playing fun games like Flavor Text Theaters and Pictionaries, and then later on, we'll be streaming some matches of Magic that you can hop in on.
Yeah.
So if you want to get in on that, it sounds great. It is not too late, unless it is after Thursday, in which case it is, but not for November, because that's how time works.
Yeah, and we'll be dressed in Halloween costumes for our Halloween stream, of course.
I don't know what it is. Maria's bringing them.
Yep, and I think you're gonna like it.
Oh. By you, do you mean me or them?
I mean everybody.
All right. Well, there you go.
It's a crowd pleaser.
If you want to know what my surprise costume is, become a patron.
We also want to thank Card Kingdom for being one of our amazing sponsors. You can head to our affiliate link, cardkingdom.com/GLHF, and get anything you need in your magical life. We were just there participating in their charity event, The Chalice, for 2019, raising more than $60,000 for Serious Fun Children's Network. It was an amazing event, and that's one reason why you should, shop at Card Kingdom. They put on events like this. They are working overtime so hard to make sure these awesome things happen, and they raise money for good causes. And why wouldn't we want to have somebody like that as a sponsor?
Yep. So head on over there.
Fart noise.
Maria,
I almost fell out of this chair.
I would say that making a fart noise and then falling out of a chair is your personal brand.
Am I allowed to talk? Can I say something?
I'm just like, oh man, I want to comment on that.
It's like, I gotta say something now.
I'm going to release you.
I'm breaking my bond of silence.
We're out of jail.
Hooray.
Release the beasts.
Yes, we have our two special guests. So because we were just in Seattle, we are now in Victoria, Canada.
Yay!
And we are at the Loading Ready Run Moonbase, and we have two very special guests.
Yes, we've got Ben and Adam from Loading Ready Run with us today. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Now say Maria's awesome.
Maria's awesome.
Now say butter sculpture.
Butter sculpture. I messed that up.
I like this game.
Sculpture.
Wow.
Butter sculpture.
I really like how in sync you two were with saying those three things.
It's because we're kind of
Creepy.
part of a hive mind a little bit.
That makes sense.
We came out of the same pod.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, from the
What?
Loading Ready lab.
Yeah, Loading Ready Run doesn't... Because, everyone always asks, how do I get a job with LRR? It's well, you're born into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
We're all pod
We
people.
extract you from the pod,
Yeah.
crying, covered in goo.
Yeah.
I often think of Loading Ready Run as our Canadian brother from another mother. So while you were born from pods, Megan and I were extracted
From space.
Oh, cool.
But we're
Like a-
definitely
a
human.
big universal crane game.
Someone just
Yeah.
and then they pulled out Megan and dropped them on Earth. Megan's by 1 foot.
Yeah. It's actually very lucky. The first pair of hosts for the show that they tried to extract just got dropped into the
They
void.
dropped.
Whoops.
Exactly. The claw, they thought they had them, and then the claw was like, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we were definitely second choice, but we were we're the ones who made it here alive.
So,
Yes.
I mean, you're the winners.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You're
I
the
wish-
strongest.
Yeah, the winners are the people who live.
Yeah, I wish that you all could have met the other potential hosts.
They were much
Of
better
Good
at their job. The show was
Yes.
really good, and now like it's adequate.
But that's how the giant universe crane game works.
Yeah. Anyway, if you don't know who these lovely gentlemen are, Loading Ready Run produces a lot of awesome content, including magic content. And
Yeah.
so we work with them a lot on stuff like the pre-release. We've been in some episodes of Friday Nights, which is an awesome magic video series on YouTube. Blah, 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 blah. Fart noise fall out of my chair.
Yeah, this
Just give me
podcast
some-
rules.
Just give me some content.
I don't want to do our magic
Yeah.
podcast anymore. This is way more
The
fun.
next podcast, I'm going to be like, blah, blah, blah.
Blah,
Fart noise.
We need to renegotiate our contract with Graham.
Yeah.
We keep all of our humor strictly terrible on the show.
Yes.
But yeah, we've invited you here to have just a fun magic chats and some hangouts.
We've invited you here to your own office to have some magic
Oh, man.
chats.
I'm so glad they let me in again.
Yeah. I'm always worried that whenever I show up here, my key's not going to work anymore. Just
That's how they
they're
tell
gonna
you.
fire me. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like a little soft firing. Like,
I knew
you know-
I knew this day was coming.
Do you know what I wanted to say when I started to say that sentence? We've invited you here to play a game and then pull a lever and a cage drops around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have to fight.
I mean,
We're-
that's why we were keeping us in like the non-verbal cage before. It was like
Yes.
for it and whatnot. In every sense, we're gonna be stripped down.
Yep.
I thought it was
Absolutely.
worse. Like, I brought you here to
Clocks.
play a game, and then you break the pool cue in half, and you put it on the floor. And like one of you gets to leave.
One of you will be our podcast guest.
Maria's retiring. We need somebody to.
Yeah, we just had a job opening. Like, ah,
We gotta lash our hands together.
yeah.
We thought we would talk to you about the scuttlebutt around magic right now.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
hottest goss.
Okay.
So tell us first up, what are y'all playing these days? What formats are tickling your fancy?
Ooh, how
If your fancy
and
is
point
ticklish.
to your fancy right now.
Ben, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been playing a non-zero amount of Pioneer lately.
right.
It's kind of been my jam because sort of I'm gonna keep just because it's really in my mind the
Yeah.
Wild West of formats.
I mean,
as
it
I know,
is.
as I know you said. But yeah, a lot of Pioneer just because it's a very open-ended format and you can kind of go anywhere. And obviously, like there are the ways to just sort of like brew super busted. Because that's sort of what the deck or the format is right now is try and get a card banned, I think,
Basically.
which is what you
Yeah.
kind of want to do, right? But for me, it's sort of just been reliving my favorite standard decks and like juicing them up a little
Yeah.
bit. So it's like I got to do a return to like the Fevered Visions Thermo Alchemist deck from
yeah,
Shadows
I
over
remember
Innistrad.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
What was this deck?
So it basically ran Fevered Visions as like the iconic card for it, which was like the enchantment that's like one blue and a red, and on your end step. Or on an end step, you draw a card, both you and your opponent. If your opponent has more than four
that's
cards in hand,
right.
they take 2 damage.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
That was a cool
and then
deck.
Thermo Alchemist, which pings them and untaps when you cast an instant or sorcery.
Yeah. So it's like so you had some people called it thermo thingy as well because it also ran thing in the ice to just get like value off
Yeah.
of and so it was Fevered Visions thermo thingy I think, and so I've been goofing around with that. There was like the Elves deck from Origins. Like I think there's an Elves deck in Pioneer. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a go wide strategy or if you're supposed to try and like do like a Cradle Hoof adjacent thing and like use like a decimator of provinces or stuff. But yeah, a lot of Pioneer and that kind of jazz. So it's been a lot of fun. I had to blow the dust off of Mitgo.
Oh, yes.
and remember how to actually operate that client.
Yeah, just
But-
like blow on the old cartridge. Like,
Yeah. Put it in.
does this
Yeah.
thing work?
Oh,
It
look,
looks really
works.
shiny and new
They
now.
updated it a few months ago. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
different if you haven't had a chance to check it out.
It's been brought all the way up to 2001.
Yeah, it's no longer just an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah. I streamed some Pioneer the other day. I played Boggles in Pioneer.
Oh, nice.
Is it good?
Surprising exactly no one. It is very good. It's a really good deck right now.
Okay.
Because you've got like access to like Glade Cover Scout.
Let's
and
put
stuff
some
like
quote
that.
marks.
No, I legitimately think it's a good Pioneer deck. I mean,
Okay.
like, what does that even mean right now?
Yeah.
I have no idea. But yeah, I misplayed. I would have won 4-1. I won 3-2 in a league, which is like totally respectable, I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely.
For a first go at a Boggles brew. But I loved seeing everybody's like different kinds of creations they were bringing to the table in Pioneer. And like you said, relive your favorite moments.
Yeah, well, and that's the kind of interesting thing was when I was playing it on Midgo, I don't think I ran into the same deck or if I did, it would be at least very spread out between like the games and stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody was bringing something cool and different, and like we did a stream of it on our channel. We did a Pioneer thing, and like I was running like a Mardu Pyromancer list. Adam was playing like
Cool.
Saheeli Copycat.
So you were that person.
Okay,
Adam.
before you all get upset,
Too
we
late.
provided decks, and I was the last to pick. Everyone was like, "Yeah, I'll take this one. I'll take this one." I was like, "I guess I'll play this." I was
Yeah.
like, "I don't know what do I have
Okay.
to do," and they're like, "Just resolve this and this," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
It's to resolve
Yep.
these two
Turns
spells.
out, if you resolve
You'll be
those
great.
two spells,
You win.
you
Yeah.
get to choose the number of how much damage you do to your opponent.
What number did you choose?
I usually choose 1 billion.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like
Oh.
1 billion.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
chose 69 once.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I like hitting people for 1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
I
a
don't
good
know.
number.
I make 1 billion cats, and they're like, "Whoa, that's a lot of cats." Like, could you
Yeah.
imagine?
Can't do anything
hitting
about a billion
cats?
cats.
It is a billion.
I mean, it's my dream. It's how I want to die.
To a billion cats.
I want 1 billion cats to eat my corpse.
I can't.
That's-
I don't even think I can fathom a
That's
billion
a classic
cats. Like,
circle of life situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Megan sometimes likes to ask the question of how many things of a thing can you imagine at one time?
Oh yeah, like how many bananas can you imagine at once? But you can't be bunching the bananas.
They have
you
to
have
be
you have to
single
be
bananas.
picturing individual bananas.
I could picture this podcast room.
No,
filled
but
with
you have to
bananas.
know exactly how many bananas there are.
Oh.
Like how many bananas can you picture and know exactly how many bananas there are? No
Instantly?
Oh,
Yeah.
like 10.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to know
It's like
exactly.
not that many.
I don't know, 10, 5.
I would
Five
look
for
away.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, I've got that goldfish brain.
My tiny, underdeveloped baby brain can't handle more than like 10 objects at once.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But Saheeli Cat combo is legit in
Oh, that's
Pioneer.
absurd.
Very
Like
legit.
I'm not a constructed player. Like I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. Like when I watch people play it, I'm like, wow, this looks miserable. But it was like, it was fun to play for me.
That
it
was
wasn't
what I
fun
was saying.
for anyone else.
You made a tweet right after where you're just like, so 3-mana Teferi is fun to play with.
I was like, yeah, it was
you know
fun
what?
for me. But when I was looking across the table, like I was like, wow, this is actually, they're miserable.
Yeah.
It's what no one wants to admit,
Yeah.
which is that the unfun cards are fun to play with.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that truly believes that the only way that I'm ever going to be okay, like facing up against like a hard prison control deck, is to just become a prison control player or something like
Yes.
that, and be like,
I mean,
And
that
then you'll
is
be like,
To
I
understand
respect
it.
yeah,
this.
yeah, to see the other
I
other
understand.
aspects of it.
As someone who has played Lantern Control and lost to Lantern Control, I can't say that I've ever emotionally grown to that place.
I could never
think
forget
It doesn't
that
happen
ever.
overnight. Okay,
No, it
good.
doesn't.
Noted.
Yes.
It's a long process.
Exactly.
But it was like I think the deck was super cool though because you ended up beating me slowly to death with spell quellers. Like I was able to like fend off Cat and Saheeli.
Oh,
for
that's pretty
a while.
impressive.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Spell
it's just-
Queller. There's a card that I'm never going to miss not seeing.
So it's got a really messed up interaction with
Yeah.
with the new with 3-mana Teferi, right? Where you can bounce it, and because the 3-mana Teferi doesn't allow you to cast things at instant speed, you can't resolve that thing
Yeah.
that was underneath the spell
No
queller.
way.
Yeah, and you can just kind of keep doing it if you want. It's,
That's so rude.
That
Yeah.
is despicable.
yeah.
It's a pretty
I'm
rude
here
deck
to say-
overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
if you have Cat and Saheeli and 3-mana Teferi, then
There's
it's
just nothing that they can do.
1000% lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. So
I mean, there's like the game against Graham, not to get too into it, but it's like Teferi, and then I had like like a flip Jace. And I was just like, I don't know, bounce your thing, can't
Yeah.
do anything. And I was like, get
All
back
right.
this Supreme Verdict, cast it again. And he's like, huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All right, Adam. See,
happens.
You get it. They're fun to play.
With.
With. How about you, Adam? What have you been jamming recently?
I was doing a lot of throwing in Eldraine draft, but on Arena,
Yeah.
which has its own problems. I don't envy the team that has to,
Deal
work
with
through
that.
that, right? And
Like
it's just
teach a robot how to coherently draft a brand new set of magic.
Yeah,
Seems-
teach a
seems
robot
tough.
anything.
Hey, robot.
Yeah. So
Listen up.
But like I've kind of cooled the jets on that. I've been playing a little bit of Brawl. I play mainly Yarok Brawl. Yarok is my homeboy.
Explain Yarok.
Tell us about Yarok.
Yarok is a Sultai commander or Sultai legendary for 2, 3. He's just 6 mana. Is he 6 mana? 5 mana? 5.
4 mana,
right.
3
Fair.
mana, 2 mana.
2, yeah, 2
One
black,
mana.
3 blue.
Free.
Yeah, he's free. It's like when someone casts Cryptic Command. Like, draw 50 cards, mill you for 70. I'm like, sure, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how the modes that.
modes.
Those are, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a 3/5 with Death Touch and Lifelink, but he has this text saying, if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. And this is all I ever want to do in Magic. I want to I want to play a Dismal Backwater and gain 2 life. You know?
Wow.
I was about to
Dream
ask you, like, what's your favorite thing to do? But you already were just like,
I'm just
I play a land and
tap
gain 2 life.
Gain 2 life, cast Agent of Treachery, or actually Spark Double Yarok,
Okay.
and then you have 2 Yaroks.
Oh, now you're
And then you're
gaining.
just like,
Wow.
Gain 4 life.
yeah, gain 4 life, beat that mono red. Like,
I was watching the game where you ended up casting like an Agent of Treachery with that. Like
That's
with the
cool.
2 on the field. And I was like, oh, steal 3 things
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah.
and then you
win
draw
the
a bunch
game.
of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you draw a bunch of
Yeah.
cards because the Agent of Treachery, if you control 3
3.
things that aren't yours,
Yeah.
then you draw 3 cards. It's sweet.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody forgets
Then
about
you
that
win.
part on Agent
Yeah.
of Treachery.
Because it never comes up. But
Yeah.
with this homeboy, this
Yara.
little froggy boy here, yeah.
He is kind of
might-
froggy.
Yeah.
What? No, he is like a
frog
living
adjacent.
spider web. Frog adjacent.
But I get what you're saying. At first, I was like, "What?" But skeletally, structurally,
Yeah.
A skeletal frog.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like Yarok and like the Gitrog monster would definitely be homies. Like they
Yeah.
Oh,
hang
for
out
sure.
in
They're
the bog.
hanging out together.
It sucks though because like I like playing. I'm enjoying playing Brawl, but like all the fun stuff rotated out. All the Dominaria legendaries,
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
even like do
Yeah,
that. And you're
that's
like,
true.
oh, I was like, oh yes, I get to play Yargle. I get to play
Yargle.
Yargle.
Rest in peace,
Yeah,
Yargle.
but I mean, you can play like the friendly Brawl, so you can play like historic Brawl basically.
Yeah.
So you can play everything, but standard is generally. And it's like been cool. Like most people I play against, because I'll play like on stream or with friends, and nobody like really plays like anything awful. I have a friend of mine that plays like an Emery deck,
Yeah.
That sounds
which
cool.
is miserable
Lurker
to
of
play
the
against,
Law.
but it's cool. Like it's a
Yeah.
cool deck. You do a lot of like fun things. He's like, get my Scalding Cauldron back. It's like cool. You go off. Yeah.
Okay. You party on over
You
there.
party on,
I'll be
Emery.
over here.
But yeah, I mean Eldraine, but I love like limited's what
Yeah.
my favorite thing to do, and
Just waiting
I
for
think
those
Eldraine's like a
bots
really
to-
good. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good set, but it's just unfortunate that it's been marred a little
Yes.
bit by like.
Yeah. I really hope they get, 8-player human drafts going on Arena. That wasn't on their list of like things that are coming in the near future
Yeah.
when they put that out. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe this will make them rethink that and push it up the chain of priority.
I want to see like, and especially with people like us, like you and Loading Ready Run, who have communities where we can organize stuff with our community. It's like, hey, let's all go do
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
8-player pod
Yeah.
draft together, and we'll hang out, we'll chill, and you can play like a Swiss or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be ideal. It's like, oh, we can all match up, and it auto matches you, and then you play Swiss, and
Yeah.
Oh, that would
that'd
be
be
sick.
cool. Yeah, that's what we used to do on Mikko when they had before queues happened. Loading Ready Run used to organize fan drafts every.
Are we all
Friday.
reminiscing about Magic Online
we
right
are
now?
right
Yeah,
I think we are.
It's kind of coming back.
But I mean, like queues are good. Like I think
Yeah,
the
it's
way
true.
leagues are
No,
way
it's
better.
true.
But I just mean before that, we used to organize like we'd all join a Swiss draft at the same time. We'd wait for the queue to drop down to 0.
Yeah.
And we'd all try to join at the same time. And there'd be like we'd fill like 2 or 3 pods.
Just like all.
yeah,
go,
pretty
go,
much
go,
everyone
go,
just
go,
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 go, go. And you all join, and then you all get to draft together, and then you all get to play together, and you all have a chat. And you're talking.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
It makes me sad though because I do really think Throne of Eldraine would be a super cool draft format, but
Oh, yeah.
we
Yeah.
just don't have it on Arena, and I'm like sad for the people who worked so hard to make this.
Yeah, it
Well,
sucks.
blow
That's why
on
I try
that
not to be
dusty old
like,
Magic Online cartridge.
That's why I'm not like trying to be like super negative because I understand how difficult of
Yeah.
a thing it is to do to make the boss draft
absolutely.
like it's a near
Yeah.
impossible. It's like I don't-
Magic is a complicated
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
But if I see another turn 1 Secret Keeper, I'm burning this place to the ground. Okay?
Look, they can't even make sure that Roombas don't run into walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Maria, I remembered our question from earlier.
Wow. Okay.
I feel really good about it.
Great. What was it?
Okay, so moving into our fun questions portion.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
originally spurred by this question that we had on the boat, which is if you think 1,000 years in the future, an archaeologist and an anthropologist
yeah!
found a set of magic cards.
Throne of Eldraine.
Yeah, like a pack of Throne of Eldraine.
Okay.
And maybe something that, like everything that comes in like the little pre-release box.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, how close do you think they could get to understanding how magic works?
Without like a rules sheet.
Yeah, no rule sheet, like a pack of cards, maybe a 20-sided die.
Impossible.
I feel like it would. Yeah, I mean, like I'm kind of in
Snapped
that.
it off.
I just like I just don't think like you look at a pack of this
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're just like cool game
You
for
get to look at-
cavemen. Like, I mean, like, cool picture.
You look at the cards
You use your
inside.
hands. This game is for babies.
Well, I feel like it would be a lot like if you
Levitates
ever
away.
watched like a first season of like Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that, where they didn't actually know any of the rules and things just sort of did things based on what they looked like.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would sort of like do like LARP adjacent things with the cards,
Okay.
and then eventually they'd like flesh out how the game actually works.
Yeah.
So you think that they'd run around role playing as wizards first?
Yes, yeah, and then eventually they'll strap like things to their arms and that span out, and they'll have holograms that do it, and then they'll start playing it on motorcycles and all that kind of jazz.
I can't wait till there's
Oh.
holographic magic cards that stand up and it's
Like-
like the chest from Star Wars.
When are we gonna get
Yeah.
the Star Wars chess
And
set?
they
When are
fight
we
each other?
getting it?
I know.
I've been waiting my entire life. When I was
Yeah.
a kid, I was like, I want that chess set.
Yep.
Yep.
Still don't have it. It's 2019.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Inventors.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Sky Mall.
It would be Sky Mall.
That's where you're gonna see
The
it.
other day I was thinking about Sky Mall and I was like, oh man, I miss Sky. We miss.
ever
We
just
miss
think about
Magic
Sky
Online.
Mall? You ever just sitting there thinking about Sky Mall?
Yeah.
No.
Magic
there's
Online.
not.
We missed Sky Mall, but one of the things was it was when the bed bug crisis was happening, and there was like a sleeping bag, but it was like one of those white suits you would zip up to like do a hazmat when you're finding a body at the murder scene or whatever,
Yeah.
and you zip yourself up in that suit from top to bottom, and you sleep in your hotel bed in it.
Yeah.
What?
What do you mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's something you would buy.
Well,
Okay, so
you just
we
say
have a friend.
bed bug crisis.
Yeah.
So
We have a friend, and his name is Beach.
Yes.
And that is absolutely something that he would do, because he's the kind of guy that brings his own sleeping bag to like hotel rooms.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like
Yeah,
that.
he would do that.
Okay.
So I could definitely see that. It's still weird, and you still look at him like he's like.
I don't think I'd bat an eye. I'd be like, yeah, you do you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all for people just
It
like,
would just like
Be
look like you would
comfortable.
suffocate in there. I don't know. It looked like a body bag.
Oh.
Like housekeeping. Knock, knock,
mean-
knock. Oh my god.
I mean, technically
Dead.
everything's a body bag,
Yeah.
right? Like clothes are a body bag.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
That's true. We're all just in the prison of our flesh.
Yeah. We're just a
rotten
human
flesh
body
sacks.
bag. Just a human body bag, right? This
My
is-
bones are just waiting to escape.
So, in summary, you don't think anthropologists would be able to understand
No,
the
I don't think so.
impossible. There's
No way.
no way, dude.
Of course they could.
Magic's
You
hard
don't
enough to
think-
learn, like, even just with rules. Like,
There's
don't
rules
think-
on the cards.
You don't
Yeah.
think some 1,000 years from now, anthropology, Indiana Jones is going to crack open a bag of Throne of Eldraine
Yeah.
and put together how to play the game?
I
at
remember the
all?
first time somebody explained how the stack operated, and
Okay, that's true.
I have no idea
Yeah.
how somebody
I don't
would
know if
bust
they would
that
get the
down.
stack.
I don't think that they're ever going to understand the stack in
Yeah.
the future. That's fair.
But there are things on cards referencing combat, referencing
Yeah.
first and second main phases, referencing the graveyard, referencing life totals.
Yeah.
These sorts of things exist.
That's
no,
fair.
train though, but nobody, they don't know the starting life totals or anything. They just know they have a bunch of cards. Like, they won't be able to play the game. They'll probably, like, lay out a bunch of stuff and be like,
Because like in a pre-release kit, they have a way to
against each
assemble
other.
things.
You know, they're like,
yeah.
cool. Cool
What do we
game.
do? They'll like look at the lands and be like, what do we do with these?
Yeah.
Look at this.
There's no text on this
Maybe we
one.
make a little picture where we make some.
They'll be holding like the
mountains,
whole,
swamps.
like their whole entire pool, like in their hands. Like they'll just be like playing,
They'll like fan out.
like 60 cards. Just like, okay.
There is
Yep.
a way to
Your go.
to do this,
Do you have any
and
for
it's
us?
with people who don't know how to play Magic.
Yeah,
And
that's
see
true.
if you can make.
But
assemble
you'd
it.
have to find someone who's like never even heard of it, which
Yeah.
I think is difficult.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
And they're already going to be influenced by their contemporary knowledge of gaming culture.
True.
Yeah.
To
It's
some
true.
extent.
Yeah.
But you don't know what they know in the future, maybe.
Maybe.
I'd have to show it to like my grandpa, and
Yeah.
like see where it goes.
See
I think
where
that would be the control. Scenario
Okay.
on
Your
that.
grandpa is the closest to a future archaeologist that we
Yes.
have.
Yeah.
I
mean, it
love
makes
this
sense,
idea.
right?
Let's make a
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, we need someone so out of touch with our own culture.
That's the moment though where I want to bring it to my grandpa, and he's like, "Oh well, that's Throne of Eldraine," and like he knows everything. He's like,
And he
"Oh,
just,
you're
like,
not running Oko,
He just schools you in crap.
brazen borrower."
My God. Okay, shall we go to some questions from listeners here?
Sure.
All right. What creature from Magic would you want as a pet, and why?
Well,
A
it won't-
Beeble.
Oh,
Yeah,
Beeble,
something like
bouncing
super
Beeble.
tame.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That'd
I
be
want to
really
be like
cute.
Chiven Dragon, but I was like, nah, it'll just eat me, and then I'll be like, oh.
I don't know. I kind of see you like just like on a
Cool,
dragon
bro.
being like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
But
also definitely going to say dragon,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I want to. Well, I guess like if no consequences, like it's not going to eat me like immediately. I mean, dinosaurs are always kind of cool, but that's a boring answer.
Yeah.
It's like I just want a dinosaur.
What
I
if
want an
boring.
Archon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want a sphinx. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, there you
that's a
go.
good one.
Sphinx.
What do you think you have to feed it?
Sphinges.
Don't.
Is that the plural? Sphinxes? Sphinges.
You have to feed it the answers to riddles.
You have to feed it knowledge. You're like, you're like, your riddles suck. And you're like,
Yeah.
and it flies away. And you're like,
The Sphinx is like, I'm hungry, and I'm like, let me go to the library.
yeah, let me go get you some Blue's
Right.
Clues. I don't know, something.
Which planeswalker do you want to join you in a weekly D&D night?
Oh, man. I feel like Koth would bring like some mean snacks every
Oh,
time. Like
great
he
answer.
would take care
Yeah.
of people and whatnot because he just seems like a good dude. I don't know what Koth's up to. I also don't know if he's dead. I frankly am not up to my
your Koth
my
knowledge?
Mirrodin lore
Yeah.
or Phyrexian lore, I guess now at this
Probably
point.
like someone like super easy to get, like Nissa would be super easy to get along with, right?
Yeah.
She'd show up, she wouldn't like rock the boat. She wouldn't be like, this is my lawful evil paladin. he's an oath breaker and he's here to, and he doesn't take any guff from it. It's like, God, you're always just causing problems.
His name
Can't
is
we just-
Shadow Darkblade.
It's like, can't we just play the game and not kill everybody that we find? Like,
She's just like a bard.
she's just like, yeah, just play a cleric.
I mean,
like, yes, thank
what's
God.
the nature
somebody...
one?
Druid?
Druid. She's a druid,
Yeah.
obviously.
yeah.
I feel like I would want to bring Karn, but he would just be a bummer the whole time.
Yeah.
Karn is
Yeah.
the
He'd be a
biggest bummer
ruler.
in
He'd be
all
like,
of
that is not
magic.
within the rules.
Yeah,
That or
exactly.
he'd be like
You're
really
like,
bad
"Oh,
rolls,
shut up,
and he'd be
Karn."
like, "Oh, I'm just rolling terribly the whole day."
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
just my lot in life. Another one.
Okay.
Is Karn just like the Eeyore of planeswalkers? Like everything's a bummer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also on my laptop here. Karn. I pick Dak Faden, the greatest thief in the multiverse, because
Oh.
I have a big thing for Dak. So call me. I know you're dead.
I was about to say like,
R.I.P.
Maria,
who's gonna tell Maria? Megan, how could you let this go
Call
for so
me,
long?
I know you're dead.
Call me, I know you're dead.
Have your ghost call my people.
Yeah, ghost dating.
Yeah, we're gonna go visit, and Maria's just gonna have like a seance.
Could date a ghost? You could date a ghost. It's 2019.
Ooh, that's a great rom-com. We were just talking about, okay,
Oh wait,
sorry,
there is a movie
sidetrack.
that already exists about dating a ghost.
It's called
Ghost.
Spirit. No, okay.
I was like,
I was like, oh man, I would love to
what is
watch
this?
this.
And they're like, ghost. I was like, oh yeah.
I thought you were
There's
going
a
to talk about
different
the
one.
Spirit of Christmas.
Okay, there's the Spirit of Christmas, which is about it being Christmas and a woman dating an old Victorian
Don't watch
ghost.
it. It is
who's
horrible.
so mad.
What
Don't
Alright.
do it.
What about underrated comedy Ghost Dad?
I was about to say Ghost
Ghost
Dad.
Dad.
But it's
Yeah.
unfortunate
Okay.
who
But
has
he's-
in it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, yeah, never mind. Don't watch Ghost Dad.
Okay.
But what about this? In our new Ghost rom-com,
Yeah.
the song that plays when they realize they're in love
Mm-hmm.
is Invisible Touch by Genesis.
All right, I get into it.
Are you in?
Yeah,
I'm in.
no,
Great.
I dig it.
So this is a question for Adam.
Yep.
If you could wrestle any magic character, who would you want to take in the ring?
None of them, because they'd all murder me. They're all like plane
You just
shifting.
take some wiener. in
Yeah,
with
who's
you.
the weeniest? I bet you I
Tybalt.
could take Fibblethip, but he's not a planeswalker.
Have you seen him? He's gotten buff,
I
though.
don't care. I could take him. He's like a child. It's like a little baby. I could probably beat up
A
a
muscly
baby. Is there any
baby.
baby planeswalkers?
You want to wrestle a baby planeswalker?
There's Anima too, but she's like a god. I
Yeah.
Oh, she's a child,
I'm
yeah.
trying to think who I could take. Which is planeswalker specifically, or just creature? Like
It
is
just said, what did it say? Character. So that to me is saying
Character?
planeswalker.
Yeah, I mean Fibblethip's the easy answer because he just gets lost all the time.
But he's not a planeswalker.
Like I could kick Fibblethip, right? Like you just,
Just like over the top rope,
Wow.
just punt him.
yeah.
You could punt him.
So unkind.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
well,
check.
it's a fight. I gotta win.
I know.
It's not here. We're
I
not here to
know,
like make
I
friends.
know.
I'm here to win this fight.
I feel like Dovin
Dovin does
just
seem a little
want to
wimpy.
beat up Dovin Bond.
Is
He's such
magic
a
allowed?
jerk.
What's the rules? What's the ground rules? Do they? Are
I think
they
it's
allowed
just
to-
physical.
It's just a
It's
physical
just
fight.
Yeah.
just a fight.
Fists only.
Just-
Oh yeah, Dovin then.
fisticuffs,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dovan's like 100 pounds soaking wet.
I imagine
Like,
you could-
it's just
yeah.
like-
Slappers only.
You could do some like goofy like kayfabe stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like,
oh, if I'm doing like a full-on wrestling match, I pick Garrick.
oh,
I want to
You
do
just
like,
wanna really-
Yeah.
You are gonna be
Alright.
murdered.
Yeah, but it's not real. It's a
Wait,
show.
hold on.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but
Wow.
wrestling isn't real.
Ooh, I'm
And
gonna
Dak
pick
Faden is dead.
Urza Academy headmaster is just a head.
just a head.
Yeah, you just shake it like.
Oh no!
What now?
How's it gonna get out of this?
What now, headmaster?
Okay, let's find. Oh well, there's so many people who want to know about the thing, the jar, the person, in the jar in the woods, Adam.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so before So Tiny even happened as
Yeah.
a card, Adam had posed this question.
Yeah. This is my crusade.
Yes. Tell us about
Poor Ben. Poor Ben.
This is where I die a martyr.
Yeah.
Okay, so so close your eyes.
Okay.
Everybody close your eyes. If you're
God.
listening to this, close your eyes.
Yeah.
Not if you're driving.
Not if you're driving. Yeah, that'd be dangerous. Stop the car, then close your eyes. You are like a D&D style adventurer, right? Like sword, shield, or like bow and arrow, whatever. And you're walking through the woods, like an enchanted swamp, or like a spooky forest, or like maybe even a haunted castle. And you come across another adventurer, clearly an adventurer, trapped inside a giant jar. What do you do?
So
You
you're
can
not
talk
going
to them. You can communicate with them.
Yeah. I think I'm like, what? How do you get in that jar?
Yeah.
And then I let them out. I think I let
What
them
if
out.
they said they put me in this jar for killing?
Then I'd be like, never mind.
Oh, just kidding.
Barring some obvious exceptions, like they say, I'm a big time murderer.
But like, you
But
go.
nobody's gonna say that if they're trapped in a jar. They'll be like, "Oh, help me out! I was trapped here by a wizard of nefarious means." And then it's just like, "Oh, okay, you're out." And he's like, "Oh."
I do like
a
the
murderer.
scenario where they're just, where you go and you find them and they're just like, "Why are you trapped in there?" "Oh, I've killed lots of people." And you're like, "Oh, gross."
This question was specifically, you come across a so tiny in the woods with a questing beast trapped inside the jar. Do you let it out? So
No, absolutely
no
not.
way.
No.
Questing Beast is messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
What is everyone's favorite Pokemon?
Ludicolo is my favorite Pokemon because he's a giant pinata duck that dances and
I thought you were gonna say ludicrous for a second.
yeah. Yo, my boy
Ludicrous is-
Luda.
My boy Luda.
Family sticks together.
I haven't played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Blue, so I'm the original 150. But I always liked Alakazam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoon Dad?
Yeah, Spoon Dad.
I like Vulpix and Ninetales.
I'm a Raichu. It's just so cute.
Yeah.
I can't
it
beat
is
it. I just can't beat it.
You can't be. You come like if you were a Pokemon trainer and they're like Raichu, and you're like, ah,
No.
I can't train
I
it.
concede.
We can't fight that.
Everyone retreat. We're not fighting it.
It's too
Put it to
cute.
sleep.
What's the most positive experience you've had since becoming Magic players? Not in the game, but with people involved in the game.
Oh man.
Super serial question. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nova Plays Magic, for this question.
I mean, if we're going into the super serious zone, I've certainly gone to like a Magic Fest and people have, talked to like Adam and I about how like Magic content has like sort of like helped them with like depression and anxiety and stuff like that and help them sort of overcome those kind of things. And every time that like somebody says that, it's just like, oh, okay, like I totally understand why we're doing this. It's like obviously we make all the content and stuff for fun and because we enjoy it and it's our passion and stuff. But a huge reason is also just the idea that I've definitely been in similar straits and whatnot. And I had things to watch and whatnot that helped me, and it was like, cool, I can be a part of that helpful sort of thing. So definitely that I
Yeah.
would say, being able to be a
100%.
positive influence for people.
100,000%.
Nothing brings me more joy than letting an opponent mull to 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
at like
so
a pre-release.
nice.
Yeah.
When they go to 5, I'm like, you can go to 7. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, do your thing. And then they
Yeah.
smash me, and I'm like, oh, good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
great.
right.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I love doing. I live for that. It's too bad I can't do it like I can't do it at like,
like a
decent-
GP.
I can't do it at like a GP. I have to like watch my opponent like mull to 5, and I'm like, any like non-sanctioned event, I'll be like, hell yeah.
You should,
that's so cute.
just go into a GP. Like and get all the way to
Just
the
be
top,
like-
and then be like the feature match and be like, nah, man,
Nah, man, you can mull to
got it.
7.
yeah, well, the 7.
Ship a good 7. Come on, let's play some Magic.
I'm going to answer that. It's meeting all of our fellow content creators like you find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I've definitely made a
We
lot
would
of
have never
great
known you
friends.
ever,
Yeah.
which I think is
Wild.
just like,
Yeah, we never would have met each other
Unbelievable to think
if
about.
it wasn't for Magic the Gathering.
yeah.
Brings
we
a lot of
never-
people together.
It's cool.
All right, so this is an interesting question here. Every standard legal legendary creature is participating in a Hunger Games style brawl. Standard legal legendary creature. So this can be your commanders or whatever in brawl. Every equipment in all of Magic history starts in the middle of the arena. It's a free for all. Who wins?
Holy, there's a lot of
Someone with
variables
haste,
here.
Somebody with haste who grabs Embercleave.
Yeah.
And it's like,
think
what do
you're
you
probably
do?
right. I think
It's
you're probably
Fervent
right.
Champion because it costs less to equip to Fervent Champion.
Yeah.
Oh,
format
it has
been
nailed
built.
it.
Fervent
The
Champion's
Hunger
not
Games
legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you nailed it.
Yeah. There
Great
you go.
question. That's
Fervent
from
champion.
Amateur Pro
Amicable.
Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Daybreak Coronet right in the middle, and someone's gonna pick that up.
Yeah. Someone will be like, oh, what's this?
Let's see. Is there a deck in Limited and Constructed that you could never quite piece together but always wanted to? Gosh, just a better Boggle deck. One more
better
slippery
Boggle.
Boggle.
And any modern deck for me, I think. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played Dredge for a little while, but that was like definitely like I'm trading in my entire collection to play a Dredge deck kind of thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I always wanted to try out like Jund or any of those kind of ones, like any fun like sort of mid range deck. Like those.
I believe in you.
Yeah, someday.
Trying to think about because draft. I'm trying to think about what draft deck has ever eluded me. Like because I usually drafted sets so much that I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
don't
That you
see
get
every
through all of
even
them.
like the I never did the Door to Nothingness deck in M14. I think.
Door to
Okay, I
Nothingness.
don't
Oh, that's
remember
the
that
instant
one.
win
I don't
con
remember.
with,
Yeah, that's
with
the
the Wooberg,
Wooberg
right?
WinCon one.
Yeah.
Or what was that one too that it had a similar like instant win con, like anything like that. It was with the Hedrons.
Revel-
Hedron
oh,
alignment.
Hedron alignment.
But you need 4 of those. That was
Yeah.
like, that's different. Door to Nothingness was just like you pay Wooberg and there,
Oh, there
you
it
go,
is.
sacrifice it. Your other player loses the game. It's
Was-
double Wooberg. Yeah, never got to
wow.
do that.
Was Hedron alignment at rare too?
Yes.
Oh man.
So like
yeah.
that would have been the most insane thing to be able to pull off.
Yeah, no one would see it
and it was
coming.
hexproof. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may reveal your hand. If you do, you win the game. If you own a card named Hedron Alignment in exile, in your hand, in your graveyard, and on the battlefield, 1 to blue, scry 1.
Yeah.
What
One
a
of the blue
card.
Scry one cracks me up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
oh,
I
by the
mean-
way, you can scry one.
Hey, by the way, there's another thing you can do with this or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe we should give it
Wow.
some use
Yeah, it's got
in a normal game of Magic.
It's like if I just picture in canon, like in Magic the Gathering canon, I'm a planeswalker. I'm like, what's it do? And it's just a big cube. It's like, I don't know, it's just a big cube. Where'd you find it? Like, isn't
I
it
don't know,
impressive?
it's just a-
Behold, my Hedron cube. And they're like, what does it do? I'm like, nothing.
It's
One of the
scries
blue
one.
scry ones.
Yeah, I can see into the future. Is that what scry like? It's scry in canon. Scrying is
Yeah.
like
You're like,
Yeah,
oh.
you're seeing the future.
they're like,
And augment it, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, like I'll help these things come true, or I'll make these things not come true.
if you could scry one
Uh-huh.
on the next day, like you scry one is like the next day.
Okay.
Sure.
And this is seeing something small in the future?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like one small event of that happens the next day, and you can either bottom or top it.
Absolutely.
In my life or just
very
in
good.
general?
But it's like such like it's usually something inconsequential, like oh you dropped a glass, like you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Like it's like this is so weird because what if it's just like what you see is like you have a sandwich for lunch,
Yeah.
and all you're doing is like
Bottoming it.
it's the same as deciding not to
Yeah.
eat a sandwich tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bottom in your own life, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
Yep. Didn't expect. Yep.
I feel like what comes out of that though is like you just the sandwich just keeps coming up every single day because you're like, well, I didn't have
Yeah.
the sandwich yesterday,
Yeah,
right? And
so
you're just
am I
like,
gonna
well,
have
maybe
the
I'll have the
sandwich
sandwich today,
today?
and you're like, no, I bottom again.
It's just like, this is such a philosophical, like, oh my God, we all have the power to scry every day.
Yeah, it's
You in the audience, you on
have
the
the
bus right now. Take control of your life and scry one.
Scry one to the bottom.
That's what I meant.
But now the biggest accidental innuendo ever said on Good Luck I Buy returns to Maria.
Yeah.
But then you get to
briefly
do
had the
that
crown.
thing that every Magic player loves to do, and you go to your friend and be like, "Hey man, did you scry today?" They're like, "Yeah, scried top." You're like, "Must be nice."
Yeah, it's true.
I've scried bottom for like the last
there-
like 4 weeks.
Is there
so-
anything better than saying must be nice to someone? I don't know if there is.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Nice.
Especially in Magic, like Magic players love that.
Oh,
like,
yes.
yeah, I do it all the time. Whenever my opponent's like scry 3, and I'm like, cool, and they're like top 3, I'm like, I never get
What's
to do
it
that.
like?
Yeah,
I really like that people have shortened it to must be. I
Must
really like
be.
that.
Must
be.
Well, we've started doing. We just started saying "cool game"
Cool
whenever
game,
we're
yeah.
like we're completely over something. It's
Yeah.
like your opponent just tops 2, and you're like, "Oh, cool game!" Like I'm dead next turn, aren't I?
We're all having fun. Yeah.
Oh, cool game.
Cool game.
Got got a question from Joe here. Why is James like this?
Well, do you have an hour?
Yeah.
He's over there running our audio. Thanks,
I would
James.
assume it's a long life of scrying to the bottom for James.
So
That's why he's like,
someday you'll scry to the top, buddy.
yeah, someday you'll get there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is okay. One last question from AJ. When you're at a Magic Fest or convention, how would you wish for fans to interact with you if we only know you from videos or social media?
You can come say hi.
Just come
Yeah,
say
please
hi.
say hi.
It's not.
Absolutely. It's the nicest thing to meet
Yeah.
people who are enjoying the content we make.
I don't think there's a wrong. Well, there is a wrong way to do it. I shouldn't say
Yeah.
that. There is a wrong way to interact with people, but I
Yeah.
think that if you just follow the rules of a normal human being,
You have to
that you're
fulfill
interacting-
all ends of the
Yeah.
social contract.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you're like, hey, Megan, I'm a really, really big fan of your content. Like
Yeah.
you'll usually probably respond with like, hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Megan.
Yes.
And that's the moment where you can make or break that entire interaction because
Yeah.
if you as the person meeting goes like, I know, then you go, dang, I don't know what to say for the rest of this conversation because you'll be like, yeah, I'm Ben, or hi, I'm Adam, I'm Maria, and they go,
Oh, yeah.
I know, and you're like,
And you're like, I'm trying to get your name. Mostly the biggest thing is like, yeah, when I shake your hand and say I'm Megan, please just tell me your name.
please tell me your name.
Please tell me your name.
tell me your name.
Looking for your name.
And
Yeah.
if you interact online, like what your handle is.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah.
Twitch
well, we might-
usernames.
nice
I like
sometimes.
it when someone's like, "Oh, I'm so and so in
Yeah.
Twitch chat." I'm like,
Yeah.
I know
You're
you.
like, great.
Yeah.
Great,
Cool.
great, great.
Yeah, name followed by like
Yeah.
your handle and whatnot is like a perfect way to do it.
But the biggest thing to know is that like it's totally okay. We love it.
Yeah,
That's why we go
absolutely.
to events
And
is
we're
to
like-
meet people.
we're super nerds.
we're just super normal
Yeah.
people. Like I
Yeah.
don't think like
yeah.
it's like I don't know, just a normal anxious human being like everyone else. Like you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like
No.
I get just as nervous as everyone else. So it's just like cool. Just come up, say hi.
I don't. I have boundless confidence.
sick.
But anyways.
Must be
be
nice.
nice.
Cool game.
Tomorrow I'll be confident. Top one, baby. Yeah. Keep that one on top. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it is now time for Flavor Text Theater Halloween Costumes
Yay!
Edition.
It's on theme.
So the way this works is Maria and I are going to crack open this booster of Throne of Eldraine, and we're going to be trick-or-treating dressed as the cards in
Yep.
this pack. So we'll try and give you clues as to who we are as trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's
So we'll
open
both
it
knock
up.
on the door at the same
Yeah.
time, and I'll talk to this person at the door.
Yeah, sounds
I don't
I
wanna
think
see
we're,
it.
we're
Yeah.
just talking to both of them at the
Okay.
same.
Okay. Yeah. This
So
is
if you think-
Adam. This is our house.
This is your house.
Oh,
your house.
sick.
We live together.
Oh, your
All right.
roomies.
I've been trying to get Adam to live with me for so long. I keep joking about having a streamer house, and he's just not into that idea.
No,
What's your problem, man? It sounds really fun.
I like living alone too much.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Living alone.
If you
is
think
great.
you know who we are at any time, you can just shout out your guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This one, I don't know if I've ever played this card.
Wow.
But okay.
All
Weapon
right.
rack.
All right.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh wait, hold on. Opens door.
Yeah.
Hello there, small or friend. How are you?
Trick or treat, my good man.
Oh, you're.
I'll be taking this candy. Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, that was pretty rude.
Huzzah!
Are you the? Wait a minute. Are you the Robin Hood thing?
Ooh, very good. Very close. You're on the right color. You're on the right color, good man.
Okay, so it's red.
Yes. And I immediately take this candy out of your basket without waiting for you to give it to me.
Is this the steely, the hijack of the something of the firstborn?
Capture the firstborn.
Oh no.
No?
Then I would sound like a weird goblin.
Yeah, I was like, that's a weird.
Well,
thing.
I mean,
I'm
we've all
here to
seen
steal your
Labyrinth.
baby.
True. No. I've been knighted by the King Kenrith himself in my day.
Oh.
But I battle for another house, of course. As I said, I am red. What else about me? If you spend more to cast me, I come in with a
Oh,
treat.
he's like-
He's
the
in the
4-1
4-1.
haste.
Yeah, I don't know.
Emerald Paladin.
Yeah,
That's what it is, yeah.
Sweet,
I was like,
sweet
what these
adamant.
creatures are there?
Here we go.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm like, have I ever cast that thing?
I have.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, that was. Do you want to open this door? Our last interaction
yeah.
was rough.
Sorry. Yeah. Hello?
Hello there.
Tempting witch.
No. I may look like an old crone now, but
Forever young.
soon. Yes.
Whoa.
Dang.
Great
That was the
job.
windmill email slam.
Oh.
All right.
You just yelled at that last person.
Yeah, I was like, you tempting witch. I'm like, I
right.
just want some candy, forever young.
All right, let's
Get
open
out.
this one together. Hello?
Hello?
Why
Goose? The
did you
goose.
let this goose here?
I pooped an egg. Golden goose is here.
Yeah. Untitled trick-or-treater game.
Yeah.
Feed me a Reese's egg. Okay.
Just one? It's very specific.
Just a singular
Feed me a
Reese's.
Reese's egg.
And all your dreams will come true.
Hello?
Charge! Hey, we're here to trick or treat, but also we're running you over. Me and all my non-human buddies.
Oh, this is the red cap raiders?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me and
that
my
was a
non-human
deep cut.
buddies.
With my horn and my non-human
It was the,
friend.
Right, there's a
it was the
horn.
non-human buddies that helped.
Oh, he has a horn.
Yeah, he has a sick horn.
See, I'm like such a limited. I'm just like not looking at art. I'm like, who cares about art? What's it do? Like, what's in the art?
Open door. Me hungry. I'll smash door down.
Rampart Smasher?
Yay!
Oh man! Why are the trick or treaters are incredibly aggressive
Yeah,
in this
they are.
neighborhood?
Yeah,
They're so
that's
big too.
accurate.
Well,
Like-
there's no more. All right, they're knocking on the door frame now.
Hi, I'm here because I thought that I saw that you would have really good candy. Like yesterday, I was thinking forward to today, and I thought that house is gonna have
Oh, so you were
great
scrying to the top on
candy.
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah.
So you're the Scry Knight?
So you can go ahead and give me
Legion.
if I can have like, you know, I feel like I'm a really good trick or treater. You give me maybe like 3 pieces of candy.
Ooh.
Oh.
oh,
you know, and
are
like-
you the something visions? The blue draw spell?
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the
Unexplained-
card. Now I can't.
Unexplained vision.
Unexplained vision.
Which I had a spooky unexplained vision
She
of.
dreamed of this card before it was previewed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
because
Yeah.
we were talking about adamant spells, and I was like, oh, like the blue one that lets you like draw cards, and then if you're adamant, you scry. And I was looking all over, and it turns out the card had not been previewed. I was just
No way.
Like-
Yeah.
Oh.
And then it got
Thinking of
called
this
Unexplained
card.
Vision, which was really the creepiest part.
I wonder.
Yes.
I wonder if you said that, and then like Gavin or somebody was just like, "Oh, that's a good idea. Quick, print it.
Print it, yeah. Quick to the printing machine.
Hello, would you let me in for a nice
Tempting witch.
treat?
No, don't touch my hand though. If you want to live.
Oh, is this the angry step? Oh, the for
Boarding brief? For boarding fruit?
No.
Who else is old? Oh,
The-
the Guardian. The Guardian.
Well,
What's her name?
do you have a daughter?
maybe. I'm not really sure.
Is there a Mrs. Creepy
Creepy witch lady.
Witch Lady?
Yeah, we did crawl out of the grave earlier today.
Oh, Filemire Night.
Yeah.
yeah.
Zombie night.
Is that what he sounds like?
Absolutely. Look at him.
He does now.
Kidding me?
Does now? He's like, oh, stay a while
yes.
and listen.
Sometimes I draw cards.
Yeah, sometimes.
Hey
I block
everybody, I'm
things.
just really eager to get in here. I went on an adventure where I gave my friend an attacking bonus, but now I'm here to be my own
Rimrock
creature.
Knight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rimrock Big Buck.
Okay.
Rimrock Knight.
Oh, hey, what's up? I brought my couple of kids with me trick or treating,
Curious bear.
and we're just here and hope you have some nice stuff. We'd give you stuff too if we could. In fact, maybe if I tap myself, I'll give you a little bonus. You
Whoa.
and all your friends.
Whoa. Oh. She's very kind.
Yeah, this is me and my 2 kids coming here, and then if I want, I can go tippity tap, and you all get presents.
Oh man.
Kids?
I live in the forest, and I shoot things with my bow and arrow. Generally, is my lifestyle from day to
Why
day.
can't I think of
I
this
have no
card?
idea who
I
you are.
don't know who you are.
Oh man.
Am I
know.
out of touch?
No, it's the
Is it
cards
true?
that are wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it is uncommon. I am also knight. I just want to let you know I'm a knight. I'm an elf. You can see by my
Oh,
ears.
the stupid green-white thing.
Yes. Okay, Ranger.
Okay, Ranger.
Yeah.
Stupid green-white
Oh, they
thing.
do have
See,
kids.
2 kids, 2 1/1 white human
Wow.
creature tokens.
Random.
Yeah.
Also, I see you brought a giant fox.
Yes. Oh, I should have said that part.
Yeah.
That was probably.
I see you're riding a giant fox also.
This is just a land.
All right. Thank you all so much. for letting me trick or treat here. I'm just a dork, but I'm not a small dork. I'm like a medium-sized dork, honestly.
The rose
something-
stain acolyte?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm just a dork.
No, cheer up.
Yeah, come on.
Try to the top one of these days.
Dork.
Hello, I decided to use rocks to help me build my costume this year. I have rocks and 1 bucket and a lot of water.
Brimstone trebuchet.
Very good. Close, but not exactly
Wishing
right.
well?
Yeah. I dressed
She
up
gets
as a
close.
witching well.
Trebuchet Jason. Like,
Yeah.
it's close enough.
That's kind of the same. A trebuchet and a well.
They're both made out of rocks.
We're going to name all the inanimate objects of this. Up next is glass casket or whatever it is.
All right. I'm so sad because my beloved became a statue.
Beloved princess?
But it's okay because I'm gonna kiss the statue and it'll become a person again.
Weird.
And that's a normal
true
thing.
lovers kiss.
Yes.
True something.
True love's
Which
kiss.
apparently what is
Yeah.
happening in this is he was a statue or dead, but it's one or the other.
What
Ooh,
if
I
she's
love this
eating?
flavor text.
She's just eating him.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm so hungry.
He's
just consumes
dead.
his essence.
She's eating
Yeah,
him.
turns him into
Yeah.
stone.
Isn't there a thing? Is it Neverending Story where the thing eats rocks?
Yeah.
The big rock golem
Oh
dudes?
my god, I
Yeah.
forgot about him.
Yeah.
Memory
The sad
moment.
dude eating rocks.
Yeah.
Is that the guy with the motorcycle?
What?
There's a rock dude who has a motorcycle,
Yeah, no,
right?
it's not the same. I
Is
don't
that
think
not
it's-
that
I don't think
dude?
the
It's been a
same.
very long time since I've seen the Neverending
Do you guys want to watch
Same.
Neverending Story tonight?
Yeah.
or what?
I'm honestly
I'd be into
really
it.
do.
That's what
I
I'm
would
thinking
watch
about
it.
right
Yeah,
now.
all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be into it.
All right, we better stop this episode then so we can go watch
Let's
it.
go watch it.
Let's get real sad about horses.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a moment to say thank you to Ultra Pro for being one of our awesome sponsors.
That's right. They have some of the nicest deck boxes out there with that alcove deck box.
Oh, it's so cool.
That you can get in all of the cool guild symbols.
Yeah.
Binders, if you're a person who takes care of your individual cards, which you should be.
And not somebody who leaves them on the floor of their house.
I am. I need to get on that.
I do need to clean up a deck that is currently on my floor. That
Well,
is accurate. It's been there for
Don't
2
be
months.
like us. Be like Ultra Pro, who's taking care of your cards day in, day out.
Yeah, you can find their awesome stuff at ultrapro.com or even at Card Kingdom. They sell Ultra Pro products too. Just the best stuff that there is in the biz. So
Yeah.
thank you for being our sponsor and for making really cool stuff.
That was really fun.
That was fun.
Yay!
thank
Thank you so much for being our wonderful guests on our episode.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
We'd definitely be down to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yay.
well,
Same time.
right
tomorrow?
now, same time tomorrow. We'll be back. Tell everybody where they can find you when you're not on our show, Adam.
You can find me on Twitter at WakeUpSuper, and you can find me on streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Seabats, SEABATS. I do Monday to Friday, and I also do a lot of stuff for Loading Ready Run.
Awesome.
Yeah, I also am a loading ready runsman, so I do all kinds of stuff here. But you can find me on Twitter at Bengineering TV, and then I also stream on my own at Twitch, twitch.tv/Bengineering. And I do kind of same thing as Adam, just all kinds of various things, whatever I'm sort of feeling. Play a lot of Magic, play a lot of Pokemon, and actually every Friday. Adam, myself, and our friend Serge all do like a co-op stream together where we play co-op games and
that's
stuff
cool.
like that. Yeah, we just beat Trine, which was a heck of a thing. Trine 4 is weird. It's a very strange game. Turns out that it was all.
Hope you like doing the same puzzle for 8 hours.
Yeah, there hit a point where Adam's character just didn't do anything. he was playing the knight, and it was like every problem could be solved by things that Serge and my character was able to do, and so Adam was just sort of following along with us. It was very funny.
Every group needs that person who's following along.
Yeah.
You're the moral support.
Yeah.
The caboose, if you will.
Yeah.
Thank you again to all of our sponsors, all of our patrons of the show. Again, you can check out our Patreon if you want to get in on this week's Patreon Hangout.
Yes, patreon.com/GLHF Magic. Head over to cardkingdom.com/GLHF. Use that affiliate link for anything you want to buy from Card Kingdom and support a great, what's the word?
Cause.
Business.
Company. Yes.
Well,
organization.
also supporting your unhealthy magic hobby.
Yes, and thank you as well to our other sponsor of the show, Ultra Pro. Some of the coolest sleeves and deck boxes and binders and just everything else that goes with them.
That's right.
That is out there.
Coming up next week, we have another special episode.
Yes, we do.
We're not done with special episodes.
No, we're not.
That next one, I'm not going to tell you about it just yet, but
Just get ready to turn down the volume.
oh no, you've spoiled it.
I'm excited now.
Yeah.